Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu, which includes 110 fuel stations. Hi, I am Saurabh Jain. With me on the dais is, on the right is Mr. Shubhankar Sen. He is Chief General Manager, Retail Initiatives, Retail Headquarter. Next to him is Mr. Shri P.S. Ravi. He is Executive Director, Retail in charge. Then Mr. Pushkumar Nair. He is Head Retail South. And next to him is Mr. Kannavaran D. He is Retail Head, Kerala. Right. As you know, Bharat Petroleum, a Maharatna and a Fortune 500 global company, is India's second largest PSU oil company and a fully integrated energy conglomerate with global footprints. BPCL has been charting a pragmatic path in its journey of energy transition and has expressed its commitment to achieving the ambitious goal of net zero in Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions by the year 2040. Towards this end, we have unfolded a slew of initiatives that are shaping up a transformation from a predominantly oil and gas company to an energy company. We are diversifying strategically towards a clean and sustainable future. Setting up EV charging infrastructure within the cities and especially on highways to answer the range anxiety of EV owners is one of our major pillars of our future strategy. First, to know more about the today's launch, I'll request Sriram to show a small AV on it. Sriram, please.
BPCL അഭിമാനപൂർവ്വം അവതരിപ്പിക്കുന്നു 19 പുതിയ EV ഫാസ്റ്റ് ചാർജിംഗ് ഹൈവേ ഇടനാഴികൾ 3 സംസ്ഥാനങ്ങളിലായി 40-ലധികം നഗരങ്ങളെ സൂപ്പർ ചാർജ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. കേരളത്തിൽ NH66 എറണാകുളം കാസർഗോഡ് ഇടനാഴിക്ക് അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടുമുള്ള 724 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദൂരത്തിന് 8 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ ശക്തി പകരും. NH766 കോഴിക്കോട് വയനാട് ഇടനാഴിയിൽ അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടുമുള്ള 172 കിലോമീറ്ററിന് ശക്തി പകരുന്നത് 5 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകളാണ്. NH544 എറണാകുളം തൃശൂർ പാലക്കാട് ഇടനാഴിയിൽ അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും 300 കിലോമീറ്ററിന് ഊർജം പകരുന്നത് 6 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ. TN49 NH332 വഴി ചെന്നൈ പോണ്ടിച്ചേരി വേളാങ്കണ്ണി ഇടനാഴിയിലെ 622 കിലോമീറ്ററുകളെ ശക്തിപ്പെടുത്തുന്നത് 4 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ. 10 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ NH89 298 കിലോമീറ്റർ ഉള്ള കോയമ്പത്തൂർ കരൂർ ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരും. 290 കിലോമീറ്ററുകൾ ഉള്ള NH83 ട്രിച്ചി തഞ്ചാവൂർ നാഗപട്ടണം ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരുന്നത് 5 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ. 13 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ ശക്തി പകരുന്നത് NH44 വഴിയുള്ള 1282 കിലോമീറ്റർ ഹൊസൂർ സേലം കരൂർ മധുര തിരുനെൽവേലി കന്യാകുമാരി ഇടനാഴി. 3 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ NH744 വഴി 326 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദൂരത്തിൽ ഉള്ള മധുര രാജപാളയം ചെങ്കോട്ടൈ കൊല്ലം ഇടനാഴിയെ ശക്തിപ്പെടുത്തുന്നു. 4 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ NH87 വഴി അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടുമുള്ള 392 കിലോമീറ്റർ മധുര രാമേശ്വരം ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരും. 5 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ NH79 വഴി 278 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദൂരത്തിൽ സേലം ഉളന്തൂർപേട്ട ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരും. 2 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകളാണ് NH85 വഴി അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടുമുള്ള 372 കിലോമീറ്റർ തേനി മധുര തൊണ്ടി ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരുന്നത്. 3 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ തൂത്തുക്കുടി മധുര ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരും. ഇത് NH38 വഴി അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും 334 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദൂരമുള്ള ഹൈവേ ആണ്. 9 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ NH544 വഴി അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടുമുള്ള 334 കിലോമീറ്റർ കോയമ്പത്തൂർ സേലം ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരും. 9 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ ബാംഗ്ലൂർ മൈസൂർ ബണ്ടിപ്പൂർ ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരും. NH209 NH766 NH948 NH766 NH275 വഴി അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും 460 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദൂരമുള്ള ഹൈവേ ആണ് ഇത്. 10 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ ഉള്ള ദാവണഗരെ ഹവേരി ബെൽഗാം കൊലാപൂർ ഇടനാഴി NH48 വഴി 486 കിലോമീറ്റർ അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും നീളുന്നു. NH48 വഴി 770 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദൂരമുള്ള ബെല്ലാരി കൊപ്പൽ ഗദഗ് ഹുബ്ലി കാർവാർ ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരം 4 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ. 6 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ NH48 വഴി 528 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദൂരമുള്ള ബാംഗ്ലൂർ ദാവൻഗരെ ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരുന്നു. 2 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ ബാംഗ്ലൂർ ബാഗേപ്പള്ളി അനന്തപൂർ ഇടനാഴിക്ക് ശക്തി പകരുന്നു. NH 44 വഴി അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും 448 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദൂരം ഉള്ള ഹൈവേ ആണ് ഇത്. 2 ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ ബാംഗ്ലൂർ തിരുപ്പതി ഇടനാഴിയെ ശക്തിപ്പെടുത്തും. NH 48 വഴി അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും 494 കിലോമീറ്റർ ആണ് ഹൈവേയുടെ ദൂരം. ഈ 19 EV ഫാസ്റ്റ് ചാർജിംഗ് ഹൈവേ കോറിഡോറുകളിലെ ചാർജിംഗ് സ്റ്റേഷനുകൾ ഈ പുതിയ EV മൊബിലിറ്റി യുഗത്തിൽ ഉപഭോക്താക്കളുടെ റേഞ്ച്, സമയം കണ്ടെത്തൽ എന്നിവയെക്കുറിച്ചുള്ള ഉത്കണ്ഠ പരിഹരിക്കാൻ സഹായിക്കും.
Thank you, Shriram. You might be knowing today is World Tuberculosis Day, 24th March. And the main cause for TB is air pollution. And with this EV infrastructure and the EV owners and the EV manufacturer, we are trying a little bit from our side to decrease this particular air pollution. Thank you. Now I'll request Shri P.S. Ravi, ED Retail in charge, who is also leading the industry group for improving the ethanol blending in the country on behalf of industry. And he's also responsible to create capacities to achieve vision of 20% ethanol blending, which is currently right now 10%. I'll request him to speak few words on today's 19 EV corridors launch and speak about EV infrastructure across the nation. Thank you.
Yep. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Saurav, for sharing what is to come and how the EV fast charging corridors are coming up today in stretches. So before I talk about the EV fast charging, so let me share first that Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, a Maharatna oil company in the country, the second largest, we have great pride to be associated with the Kerala state. We have one of our largest refineries located here in Kochi. One of the most modern refineries which we have in the country. So we are very humbled and proud to be a part of the growth of Kerala state and contributing to the energy security, not only for the state, but for the entire country. So having said that, we all know that there is a lot of concern which is there in the minds of people towards the emissions and the pollution which is likely to hamper good life in the world. Towards this, we at Bharat Petroleum, we being a very responsible corporate citizen of the country, we are equally concerned, and we have decided to keep our best foot forward towards reducing the emissions, improving the life of our countrymen, and aiding this particular objective. We would definitely like to help the citizens in the country when this energy transition is happening. So while today it is about EV, I'll come to that. We have made, we have got mega plans. We are investing more than 20,000 plus crore rupees on expanding our footprint in the gas. Our CNG network has already touched 1,200 retail outlets in the country, and it would quadruple in probably another 3 to 4 years' time. So this is going to help whenever the transition is going to happen from the liquid fuels to the gas. There is also another transition which is happening, for which we have assembled here today, is that there is a lot of transition happening in the mobility from the current fossil fuel driven mobility or the IC engines to the electric mobility. In electric mobility, we are reading, you must be reading day after day in newspapers and in TV channels, in the media, that our country, being one of the leaders in particularly two-wheeler technology, particularly the IC engines, we are going to really work on this and make first two-wheeler EV also to be a grand success in the world. In fact, I must say, we are one of the leaders in the world when it comes to the two-wheelers, even in the EV space. Four-wheelers also, we are working towards it. A lot of OEMs have already come in the market. You are aware, starting from the mass segment right up to the premium segment, a lot of electric vehicle launches have happened in the recent past. The growth in this electric vehicle space is scorching. I mean, meaning to say, it's very, very good, very robust. And we are expecting that by 2030, a sizable population of the existing stock of the automobiles on the road would be electric vehicles. Here, what we have observed is, when it comes to the two-wheeler space, currently, we find that the predominant way of getting the vehicles charged is home charging or the destination charging, which is predominantly a slow charging. Whereas our experience of selling fossil fuels, that is petrol and diesel, through our petrol pumps or the retail outlets, our experience is that the customer psyche or the customer expectation when he comes to the retail outlet is basically he wants quick in and quick out. That is, he just wants to come in, he must quickly get his fuel, and then he should be out in no time. That is his expectation. I'm sure all of us who are here, our expectations is also the same thing, that I need to spend the least amount of time at the retail outlet. But when I go for slow charging, this requirement of the customer is not getting addressed. But then there is a lot of technological advancement happening in the country. Sooner or later, technology will be available which will aid quick in and quick out as far as the charging also is concerned for the two-wheelers. I think that should happen shortly. But when it comes to the four-wheeler, generally all of us buy four-wheelers basically for intercity movement, going from one city to the other, either for professional needs or for personal needs. In such an event, we have realized that the consumers have three anxieties. First is the range anxiety, that is, how far will my EV, which has got charged, would it travel? Of course, that is OEM dependent. Second one is discovery anxiety. So when I'm traveling, say from here, from Kochi, I'm going to Coimbatore, Bangalore, if I'm going to drive down, which I find a lot of people travel. wants a quick in, that is a comfortable way to drive into the retail outlet, and he would like to have a short stay. So it is the need of the customer here is quick in and short stay. So when he's there at the place for short stay, he would like to fulfill many of his personal needs, including clean, hygienic restrooms, if possible. Can he have something to eat, and so on and so forth. So for this customer who wants to have a quick in and short stay, and he wants a top-up charge, he would like that short stay means he probably may like to spend 15 minutes or 20 minutes or at max 30 minutes. That's what is the expectation. So having understood that there is a problem as far as the discovery anxiety is concerned, there is a problem in terms of the time he is going to spend at the retail outlet. We have now come out with this initiative called as EV fast charging corridor. We are not calling it as a putting one charger here or one charger there. We are now giving a complete solution to the customer who is traveling, say, from Kochi to Bangalore. We are telling, look, in this complete corridor, Bharat Petroleum is present. We at Bharat Petroleum, we will assure that you will always keep moving when you're traveling from Kochi to Bangalore. There is no need for you to be worried as to whether he will be in a position to do one, a top-up charge. Second, can he also fulfill his other needs? So we are launching this EV fast charging corridor, that is, say, from here Kochi to Bangalore. Here we are when the customer comes in, every 100 kilometers we will be having charging places where we are so that means we are addressing the discovery anxiety, because every 100 kilometers there is going to be a charger, number one, on either side of the highway. Second, addressing the time anxiety, we are setting up fast charging chargers. Our experience so far in the last 1 year, we started this EV fast charging corridor in February 22, when we launched the first corridor, Chennai, Trichy, Madurai. And now we have close to 20 corridors in the country, with covering more than 30,000 kilometers. With today's launch, it would become 60 corridors in the country covering 30,000 kilometers. Another 110 corridors are in the making. Work is fast progressing, and very shortly we should be covering it. We should be completing it. So here, our experience from the last 1 year is, generally people tend to take, I'm talking of the customers who are coming with their electric vehicle cars, they would like to spend about 15 to 20 minutes in charging. They would like that in this 15 to 20 minutes, we have seen that they take about 150 kilometers of charge. In any case, they don't come dry. They come with 50 to 70% charge. They take up that balance 20% or 30%. And secondly, definitely there is a huge need for addressing their other needs, which is clean, hygienic washrooms, something to eat. And you all know that air is very critical. And somebody driving on the highway, the air for the vehicles, for the tires is very, very critical. So all these kinds of needs gets addressed at our retail outlet, which earlier we used to call it, I think in Kerala also we call it as petrol bunk. So we want to convert this petrol bunk into energy station, wherein all forms of energy will be available, be it liquid fuels, petrol or diesel, gas, EV. These three will to start off with. There's a lot of news about hydrogen, but then it is going to take some time. So whenever it happens, we will definitely provide that form of energy as well as at our retail outlets or the petrol bunks, which will now get converted into energy stations. So sensing the need for people to have clean and hygienic restrooms and something to eat, because they want to spend that 15, 20 minutes or 25 minutes usefully, and particularly they would like to have something to eat. We are also very recently come out with a pilot project. We are launching our B Cafe, wherein it will be a small cafe wherein 8 to 10 seaters will be there. When the car is getting charged for that 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we would now be also putting up this cafes in these places, so that they can they can eat, they can drink, they can even work now with work from home concept. So while on drive, and if they want to do some work, we'll also provide the Wi-Fi facility, so they can sit and or a cup of tea or coffee, they can also do their work. So we are coming up with this holistic solution to address discovery anxiety and the time anxiety of these EV car owners or the customers. Shortly, I think in probably 2 years of time, we are planning to have more than 7,000 charging points across the country. So that means to say roughly 1/3 of our network. In BPCL, we have got 20,000 plus retail outlets in the country. So more than 1/3 of it is going to have this electric vehicle charging facility, which will be part of the EV fast charging corridors. So the purpose of today's the press meet which we are having today is my request to the media friends who are present here, kindly share this message with because you have the ability to reach out to the people. Our request is to help our country progress, to help our country to reduce emissions, to help our country to adopt newer technologies in mobility, which is the electric vehicle concept. Kindly reach out to the customers and communicate what Bharat Petroleum is doing for them, so that they get that much more confident, and they get that much more assured that they can now with confidence travel on the highways in their electric vehicle cars without any challenges. As far as the experience of charging is concerned, we have got best in class chargers which we have installed, the very best chargers we have installed. The complete charging experience is going to be completely digital, so there is no manual interface, so that they can be completely assured of how the whole charging is happening, and the billing is happening. They can also book slots. I'm talking of once the demand goes up, they can also book slots, telling that, okay, by so and so time, I'm going to reach this particular place. So I need that slot to get my vehicle charged. So even that option is available. Of course, now electric vehicles are just taking baby steps, and the numbers are increasing. But I'm sure a day will come when there will definitely be a massive demand for the cars to get charged while they are on the highways. So this is from my side. Thank you very, very much for coming in such large numbers to see and hear and understand what we at Bharat Petroleum are out to deliver value for the customers and to the country at large. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, to give up such an insight on EV vehicles. Just to share a few facts, right now in India, in Indian roads, approximately 14 lakh electric vehicles are plying. And as per the Economic Survey 2023, by 2030, the compound annual growth rate is 49%. And this is going to create 50 million direct and indirect jobs by 2030. And the annual sale will go up by 10 million by 2030. So it's a huge scope is there in this sector. Before taking Q&A session, I'll request Sriram to have a live demo of Hello BPC, how we are going to charge our vehicle at the fuel station. And there's just one live demo from our fuel station, Shriram.
Good afternoon, sirs. Good afternoon, media friends. We'll just connect our BP Ernakulam live and then we'll take it. Can I have BP Ernakulam live? ஸோ நாம இப்போ காணாம போகிறது ஒரு ചാർജിങ് എങ്ങനെ ലൈവ് ഒരു കസ്റ്റമർ പമ്പ് നമ്മളുടെ ഒരു ചാർജിങ് സ്റ്റേഷനിൽ എത്തിയ പിൻ അവർ എങ്ങനെ ചാർജ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോവുക അവരുടെ ജേർണി എങ്ങനെ ഹൗ BPCL has made it digitally autonomous അതാണ് നാമ കാണാൻ പോறது ഒരു സൈഡ് നമ്മളുടെ മൊബൈൽ ആപ്പ് ഉണ്ടാകും വേർ നിങ്ങൾ നമ്മളുടെ ഹലോ BPCL ആപ്പിന്റെ മൊബൈൽ സ്ക്രീൻസ് നമുക്ക് സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ബൈ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് കാണാം ആ സമയത്തിൽ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് അവിടെ ചാർജിങ് സ്റ്റേഷനിൽ കസ്റ്റമർ എന്താ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത് എങ്ങനെ റിയൽ ടൈം അത് നടക്കും അത് രണ്ടും കാണാം നമുക്ക് Zoom link.
Hi, this is Vignesh. With me, I have Mr. Hari Prasad. We are here at BP Ernakulam near Marine Drive. So we are here to show you the live demo of our EV charger.
Thank you, Vignesh.
Thank you, sir.
The charger you are seeing at this screen, it's a 30 kilowatt charger. It works on the CCS2 protocol. So most of the electric vehicles in India today work on the CCS2 protocol, and all the upcoming vehicles are also following the same protocol. So we can charge all of them. It gives you roughly a range of 125 kilometer in a 30-minute charging time. So we are setting up similar charging stations across highways all over India.
Thank you, Ashwani sir. So now I call your attention to this, to your left side screen where I have a mobile demo. So first I will introduce to our super app. ഞങ്ങളുടെ super app എന്ന് പറയും. It is called Hello BPCL. So നമ്മൾ രവി സാർ പറഞ്ഞതുപോലെ BPCLന്റെ എല്ലാ എനർജി ഓഫറിംഗ് അതിന്റെ ഡിജിറ്റൽ ടച്ച് പോയിന്റ് ഹലോ BPCL. So ഇത് പ്ലേ സ്റ്റോർ ആപ്പ് സ്റ്റോർ രണ്ടിലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കാണപ്പെടും. Customer can download themselves. It's a self-service app. So once you log into this, you will have two sections, personal, business. So business section la nammala transporter ku vendittu smart fleet program undu ningalku ariyam. Then we have for our industrial customers, Bharat Petroleum aviation customers, Mac lubricant customers, industrial customers, Bharat Gas industrial customers. Then we have Petro corporate card and then gas and zip fuel, which is door-to-door delivery of diesel. So idakke njangalde business offering. Then we go to the personal section. If you go to personal section, we have smart drive, nammalde Petro card in the pudiya version adu. Then you have normal Mac lubricant nammalde pump you will purchase, right? Adinde offering ulladu. Bharat Gas nammalde LPG customer. Then e-drive, now ipa kanambor application. Then UFill. So UFill is one of our flagship customer offering for any two-wheeler or four-wheeler car customers. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പമ്പിൽ തന്നെ വന്നിട്ട് ഓർ പമ്പ് വരും മുന്നേ തന്നെ നിങ്ങളുടെ UPI ഡയറക്റ്റ് BPCL പേയ്മെന്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് നിങ്ങളുടെ പമ്പ് ഓട്ടോ പ്രീസെറ്റ് ആയിക്കാണോ. സോ നിങ്ങളുടെ നമ്മളുടെ ഭാരത് പെട്രോളിയത്തിന്റെ ഏതെങ്കിലും പമ്പിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ഫുയൽ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ആ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് കിട്ടിക്കാണും. ദിസ് ഇസ് വൺ ഓഫ് ദ only one in industry program അത്. You should try UFill. So I will get into the e-drive functionality. So you click e-drive and then our e-drive application opens. It's a simple login process where ningalde mobile number kondu ningal login cheyanu. So there is an account created for you, right? So I have logged in the name of Nagarajan. So idile nammalde BPCL അറിയാൻ that ഈ EV ഫീൽഡിൽ നമുക്ക് ഒന്നുകൂടി നിൽക്കണം. പല ബിസിനസ്സോട് നമുക്ക് പാർട്ട്ണർഷിപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് നമുക്ക് ഗ്രോ ചെയ്യപ്പെടും. സോ നമ്മളുടെ MGയോട് നാം പാർട്ട്ണർഷിപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് കാരണം ഇഫ് യു ആർ എൻ MG കസ്റ്റമർ, we verify you with MG and then we give you special offers and discount. അത് നമ്മളുടെ ചാർജിങ് ജേർണിയിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഞാൻ കാണിക്കാം. So then you have this account. So whatever നിങ്ങളുടെ വെഹിക്കിൾ ഡീറ്റെയിൽ ഒക്കെ ഈ പ്രൊഫൈൽ ഡീറ്റെയിൽ നമുക്ക് അപ്ഡേറ്റ് ചെയ്യും. Then once you go to the landing screen, you can see where all BPCL charging stations are available. So you have a locate me option. If you click locate, നിങ്ങളുടെ അടുത്ത് എവിടെയാ അവൈലബിൾ അതും കാണാം. സോ നാമ ഇവിടെ BP എറണാകുളം കാണരുത്. So you can see this is the charging station which is available at the pump, at the energy station. And you can also see what Ashwani sir briefed. It's a 30 kilowatt CCS2 charger. So നമ്മളുടെ charging journey ഇപ്പൊ തുടങ്ങരുത്. It starts with a scan QR. I will just go back to other functionality. So e-drive application, it is connected to a wallet. നിങ്ങളുടെ എല്ലാ മോഡ് ഓഫ് പേയ്മെന്റിലിരുന്നു നിങ്ങൾക്ക് റീചാർജ് ചെയ്യപ്പെടും. So you can add money how much ever you want before you start a charge, and you will have all the payment mode, right? So I already have a balance. So charging session power. So I need to scan a QR code. Vignesh, can you zoom in and show me the QR code?
Yeah. Here is the QR code.
You can see. So from here, I have started a charging session at BP Ernakulam. I get all the details here. So since what I have logged in, ഞാൻ ലോഗിൻ ചെയ്ത ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് ഒരു MG കസ്റ്റമറിൻ്റെതാണ്. അത് കാരണം ഇവിടെ 10% എക്സ്ക്ലൂസീവ് ഡിസ്കൗണ്ടും കാണേണ്ടതുണ്ട്. സോ CCS2 ചാർജർ എനിക്ക് 2 ഓപ്ഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. ഏതർ സമയം കൗണ്ട് ആയിട്ട് I can charge my vehicle, or money count ആയിട്ട് I can charge. So I am setting the charge for 10 minutes now. I say proceed. So it is asking me to connect the charger. Vignesh, can you connect the charger?
Yes, sir.
So you can see in the app, charger is connected. Everything is real time. So I'm going to say start charging. So this start charging action will take 10 to 20 seconds. It does all the safety check, all the necessary safety check, earthing, all the check is done. And then it will start the charging. Yeah. So now charger has started charging the car. Yeah, Ashwini sir.
So you can see 4 readings here. I draw your attention on the third reading. It says the energy consumed. So since the charging started, whatever energy has been consumed, that is appearing over there. Then in the fourth line, you see the total cost. So the cost corresponding to the energy consumed is also displayed on the screen. Then the Vignesh, can you
Touch the
yeah?
touch the pad. I think display.
I think your display is off. Yeah. So maybe it's not readable. Now you can read it. The first 2 readings, it's reads out the voltage and the current. So these 4 readings are displayed in the screen, which is on the charger. The third and fourth, the energy and the total cost, is also displayed in the Hello BPCL app, which you can see on the other screen, which Sriram is playing. And the same readings are also displayed in the dashboard, which is inside the car. And at all these 3 places, the readings are real time and are in sync. Over to Sriram.
Yeah. So, sir, charging information real time devices communicate cheyana, and you can see it in the car and as well as app. So, either test purpose karana cheyidada. So we are stopping the charging now. I am pressing stopping charging. You can also see the energy consumed and cost. Yeah. So I have completed the session. Vignesh, you can unplug the car. You can zoom out and unplug the car. Yep. So now charging is completed. So post charging, you can see an invoice in your mobile app, and then you can also share your charging feedback in our social media campaign that is going on. You can click here, view your invoice. So you can see it's an MG customer. So there was a special 10% discount which was applied for the charging. You can see how much energy consumed and how much time taken. So that's how our charging digital charging experience, which Ravi sir said. This is how we have designed a minute level comfort for the customer. Thank you.
Thank you, Shriram and Ashwini. They explained such a simple, beautiful step. All these chargers are self-serve, but we have a support staff also for you over at fuel station. Now the floor is open for question and answer session. I'll request whosoever is asking the question, please name yourself and the publication house. Thank you.
Just wanted to tell you that we went through step by step and explained this whole digital way of getting the charge done. So it might have appeared to you that it has taken some time, but then actually it hardly takes any time. To digitally connect and get the charging done. So it's only the charging time, depending upon how much charge the customer wants to take. That is the time which is going to be taken. But otherwise, the digital experience is going to be very seamless and very quick.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any questions, please? Yes, please.
Mike.
Excuse me.
Mike
here.
Here you have some.
Manuel.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm Joseph Martin from Doordarshan.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you mentioned that there would be about 100 kilometer interval that you are planning the charging stations on either side.
Either side.
Suppose if you could make it alternative, like 50. So you say 50. Ultimately, you can get in because on the either side, if you keep, you have a difference of 100 kilometers. But on one side, if you keep A and B after 50 kilometers, then a person who is in need of charging can just make a U-turn and then go to the opposite side and charge and then continue his journey. So I think that you could please consider this part.
Thank you, Mr. Martin, I think it's a very, very useful input and suggestion to us. We'll definitely keep that in the mind when we are going to position. You're right. So ideally, that would mean then it would become every 50 kilometers. I think very well said that. To some extent, we have already incorporated that, but definitely we take your input and we will ensure that it happens in that way. Thank you. Any other question, please?
What would be the rate you are charging for the EV stations?
Can you please tell your name, boss?
I'm Sajeev from Business Line newspaper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, good afternoon.
Mr. Rajiv, is it?
Sajeev.
Yeah, Mr. Sajeev, good afternoon. Very pertinent point. So I would like to answer this in this way. Whatever the current charges which a customer is experiencing when he or he's paying for every kilometer when he is using petrol vehicle, this will be anywhere between 35 to 50% of the whole thing. It would come to that. Yeah.
Anil from New Indian Express. Anil from New Indian Express.
New Indian. Your good name, please?
Anil Kumar.
Anil Kumar. Yes, Mr. Anil.
So you mentioned 7,000 EV stations in 2 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what will be the investment? How that going to help the infrastructure facility in Kerala?
Yeah, for these 7,000 EV charging stations, see, there are two aspects to this setting up a charging station. One is the charger itself. The second one, which is a much bigger component, is getting the power connection from the state electricity board. That is a sizable investment because these now, while here it is we have shown 30 kilowatt chargers, but then we are now going in for 60 kilowatt chargers. So the line needs to be laid by the state electricity board. Then they need to install transformer, and that's when we are going to get the supplies. So we are anticipating that it would cost us for 7,000 anywhere between 750 to 800 crores will be the capex which would be required in the next 2 years for setting up 7,000 charging stations. One more thing which has come to my mind, which I forgot to share, is that I'm told that in Kerala, most of the power is from hydroelectricity stations, which, as we all know, is by itself is green. So, in a way, all these electric vehicles which are going to get charged, particularly in the state of Kerala, we can call it as even the charging also is happening through the green power. Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah. Acha, one more input which I would like to share, definitely, I would request that if you can take this to the consumers, is that on date today, Bharat Petroleum is the only oil major in the country which has the largest network of charging stations on the highway corridors. We are the largest. We are having the largest number of charging stations on the highway corridors.
So good afternoon.
Yes.
My name is Baiju. I'm from Mangalam.
You're
I would
from
like
Mangalam. Yes, please. Yes, Mr. Baiju.
Yeah. Just a second. Sir, by when all highways will have EV stations? And how many EV corridors planned in Kerala?
Kannabiran, if you can say how many corridors would be coming up. Mr. Kannabiran is the state head for the Kerala state.
So now we are planning next Kochi to Trivandrum, then Kochi to Munnar, then Kochi to Thekadi. These 3 stretches we are planning in the next four months.
And next 1 year?
And next 1 year, the other stretches, like small stretches, even state highway, like KL01, this Angamali to Trivandrum, that MC road also will be connecting. And KL08, that is SH08 also will be doing it. And by December end, most of the corridors will be covered in Kerala.
So
to further answer your question, so all the important highway corridors in Kerala state will be covered. So say, for example, when you are starting from Ernakulam to Coimbatore, that is covered. Ernakulam to Trivandrum and Kanyakumari, their work is happening. So we expect another few months' time, because the highway expansion work is also happening. So we are waiting for that to get concluded. So that Ernakulam to Trivandrum and Kanyakumari, that would get completed. And Ernakulam to
Kasaragod is already done.
Ernakulam to Kasaragod, which is Mangalore, that is already done. Then we will have Munnar, Thekadi. So all the Wayanad, all these are getting covered in the state of Kerala. And this should happen in less than a year's time. Mr. Baiju, I hope I have answered your query.
The second part is how many highways we are going to cover in next year across India. So I'll request Shubhankar sir to answer.
So when I said 7,000 charging stations will be there in the next 2 years' time, on an average, our experience has been every corridor requires, if it is every 100 kilometers, and as you, Mr. Martin rightly said, that if you can position it, 50-50 by adjusting it. So we, on an average, 10 charging stations are required in each corridor. So with that logic, we will have 700 such corridors across the country. Today, the longest stretch which we have completed is Srinagar to Ahmedabad. It's roughly about 2,200 kilometers is the longest continuous stretch which we have completed so far, while the other stretches are about 500 to 600 kilometers each. So very so with this Pune to Kanyakumari also will get covered, meaning Mumbai to Kanyakumari also will get covered. So like that, our plan is that we have people can have seamless driving experience in their electric vehicle cars.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, please.
I'm Sijo from Deepika Daily.
Yes, please.
Sir, many Malayalis are traveling to Tamil Nadu, different destinations in Tamil Nadu. How many EV corridors planned in Tamil Nadu?
So, yeah.
I'll request Pushp sir. He's
In
had
Tamil
details also.
Nadu, we have planned total 43 corridors so far, where we have already identified 134. And if you see in Tamil Nadu, already all the major cities are well connected now with today's launch. All major cities are now well connected. I hope it answers.
Yes, thank you.
See, our focus has been to, we have done enough surveys to figure out where is the maximum movement of motorists, which cities they travel between. We have also looked at which are the tourist destinations. We have also looked at which are the religious tourist destinations. So our plan, when we are forming these EV fast charging corridors, it takes into account one, people moving between two major cities or where the maximum traffic is happening. Second, where tourist destinations are located, and third, where religious destinations are located. So these are the cities or places which are getting connected by way of this fast charging corridors.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. I am a common man attending this function, not a journalist. So I have a question. What would be the rates in different states? So what would be the rate in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka? Which will be common everywhere or different prices for charging?
See, as of now, it is a standardized rate across the country. We are charging the same rate across the country. But then, as you know, it will all be subject to the state government levying taxes. As of now, we have not come across a situation where we have to charge differently in different places. But then we are already hearing there are some murmurs going on that some states could possibly either reduce the taxes or increase the taxes. So if that happens, then it will be different at different places. But currently it is uniform across the country. And as I said, it would be only 35 to 40% of what one will be paying for a petrol-driven car.
No more questions.
One more is coming. Yeah. Yes, please.
Hello, sir. I am Santosh Babu from Deshabhimani Daily.
Yes, please.
Sir, how many vehicles can be charged at one station at one time?
Yeah, a very, very valid and very important point you have raised. As I had shared with you that we have roughly 400 to 500. Currently we will be having 500 chargers which we have installed across the country and different corridors. Our experience today in the last 1 year is, on an average, one vehicle only is coming. One car is only coming per day per retail outlet. That means, and they're taking not more than 15 minutes to 20 minutes charge. That means out of the 24 hours available for charging per RO or per charging station, current utilization is very low, which is only 15 to 20 minutes. So we feel that having more number of chargers is not going to serve any purpose for the time being. What is more important is, can enough number of corridors be set up, so that will give more and more confidence to the EV car owners that they can step out and drive to different parts of the country. So more than the number of chargers per retail outlet, more number of chargers per corridor is important. In any case, trying to answer your question directly, currently for a 30 kilowatt charger, one vehicle can get charged at a time. If it is 60 kilowatt charger, because most of the vehicles today, if you see the leading EV car manufacturer in the country who's holding probably more than 80 to 90% market share, I'm told, is they are all sub 30 kilowatt category cars, EV cars. So they can get charged. If I go for 60 kilowatt charger, two vehicles can get charged simultaneously. But then our experience is like this, hardly any charging. But we don't mind. We don't mind because we are helping the country. We are helping the consumer initially by giving him that confidence and assurance, because it's like a egg or the chick, which should come out first. So we believe in setting up the infrastructure first, so that customers gain more confidence, and then they will take their electric car out and drive different long distances. Yeah.
Hi.
So what Mr. Shubhankar Sen has just shared with me is that we are partnering with OEMs in a very big way. You know, the leading manufacturers like Tata Motors, etc., MG Motors, and all the major auto makers who are making these EV cars. We are working very closely with them, and we are trying to create a heat map, which basically goes to show where the density of electric vehicle cars are more, and which are the corridors they seem to be patronizing. So according to that, we will be setting up charging stations there, and if the demand for more number of chargers is there, we will definitely increase the number of chargers.
No more questions. We will call off, and we request all of you to please join us for a lunch. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you.